Hi everyone, I'm Gio. I hope everyone's having the best blessed day possible today. Please hit the subscribe button for me as I'm trying to build up my viewership and trying to, expand things with the channel and whatnot. But things are going really well for me today. I had a really good day. I got a lot of positive feedback about the channel today. I heard from one person and the message that I got from her, reaching out to me and stuff and telling me how I inspired her and everything. I mean, it was so moving, and it inspired me so much, as she's saying I inspired her. But it made me feel so good and made me feel like, that this is what I was made to do, you know what I mean, and that I'm really doing this for a specific reason, and that I really am going to be able to make a difference, and it really just cemented that for me, you know what I mean, really showed me that that is true. And the feelings that I have and everything, that they really are for something and for a reason. So I'm going to continue to make these videos and continue to show you, what life can become, living in sobriety and being in recovery and doing the right things and living your life right, what things can become for you. Because just the way I feel, it's really is so incredible, and every day it's kind of gets better and better for me, and that's what's been happening. Just all the people that have been placed in my life to this point, you know what I mean? Because I feel like God is putting all these different people in my life, just as far as my probation officer, the treatment court coordinator, just the coordinator from the jail, just all these different people, all the different members of my church, and the way that they reach out to me and stuff. Like almost daily I'll get a call from one of the church ladies, and they'll tell me that God wanted me to say this to you, that God wanted you to hear this word. And I get these messages or get these calls regularly now, with people reaching out to me and saying these things to me. And I know I'm not going to let anybody down. So I don't mind that people are doing this, and taking time out to say these things to me, because it's not going to ever be a waste of their time. It's not ever going to be like they're not ever going to be doing this for no reason, because I'm going to be this person forever, because I love this way that I feel, and for me to say that, like, you got to understand where I came from. Like, I absolutely loved using substances. I loved it. I thought that I was living my life to the fullest. This is what I said. I'm not going to be able to do drugs forever, so I want to enjoy it while I can, you know what I mean? And like, how do I possibly go about once now I experienced life on this level, I experienced life doing this, when I was high, and it gave me this higher level of feeling, you know what I mean? Because it makes all these different things in your brain go off, and all these, reactions in your brain and stuff, and releases all these chemicals and stuff in your brain. So it makes you feel, so now you have this higher level of being, when you're using a substance, you know what I mean? So now my thought was like, okay, once I experience life like that, how do I not want it to be like that always? And that's what I thought, you know what I mean? So how do I go do this and not use a substance, because I enjoyed it so much while I used that substance? So I kind of was stuck, you know what I mean, where I really thought that I was living my life to the fullest by using substances every day, by trying to get as high as I could every day. I thought that that was me living my life to the fullest, by me not having a possession to my name, by me being homeless, not knowing where I'm going to sleep at night. Somehow I thought that was me living my life to the fullest. This is what the drugs were telling me, is that I was enjoying my life, you know what I mean, and that this was fun for me, because I am, having these instances where I'm really high, and where I feel really good, where my body feels good, and where my brain feels good, and I feel good, from something, that's making me feel that way. Now I feel that way without anything making me feel that way. You know what I mean? Now I feel good by living my life, by having God on my side, by speaking to God every day. I so look forward to that. Every time I get on my bike and ride my bike, I have a full conversation with God. I tell him all about my day. I tell him all about, what I'm trying to accomplish, what I want, you know what I mean? I always pray that I'm going to be the best version of myself on this day. Help me be the best version of myself. Help me make a difference in someone's life today, Lord. I really want to make this world a better place. I want to do something in the world that's going to help to change the world, to make it better. And I really want to do that, Lord. So please help me to do that today. Help me to reach someone today that needs help, Lord. Help someone come to my channel, you know, help my channel get to the right people so that it may help someone, and help me find information that I need to hear. Help me meet the people that I can meet that are going to help me get closer to you, Lord. These are the things that I pray for all the time, you know, and I tell the Lord about my day. I had a great day at work today, Lord. It was very, very productive. You know, I felt really good. I worked as hard as I could today, you know, and I thank him. And I always start out by thanking, Lord, I just want to thank you, Lord, for all the blessings you've given me, Lord. Thank you for my creation. Thank you for keeping me safe for as long as you have. Thank you for keeping me out of serious trouble as long as you have. I know I didn't make it easy on you. And, you know, and thank you for this amazing world that you created, Lord, because it really, really is amazing, you know. And if I just look when I drive down the road, you know, just right here, from Mohawk to Herkimer, how amazing that is, crossing that bridge, seeing the water, seeing the birds, seeing the sun, seeing the moon, whatever it is, it's amazing, you know what I mean, where we're on a planet that rotates around the sun and the moon, and that this is, you know what I mean, like this just all just happened magically, and we just magically appeared, you know, but there's no God to create all of this, like it just happened, you know, we just formed, like, no, of course there's a God, you know, I mean, don't be silly, like if God was in front of you, he'd say, what else would I have to do, you know what I mean, what else do I have to do, like look at you, look at your body, look at all the things you have in your body that make your body work, like, someone put that together. It doesn't just happen, you know what I mean? You have your big toe that I heard that like that supports like over 50% of all your weight is based on your big toe, or something like that. You know what I mean? Like who thought of all this stuff? You know what I mean? Like where did it all come from? You know what I mean? All the different animals. You know, there's over 32,000 different species of fish, you know what I mean? Like, and then you got things that fly, you got things that crawl, you got things that climb, you got just every kind of animal possible, you know, giraffes, porcupines, just all these different things, and they're all so amazing, you know what I mean? And this world is so amazing. You just have to want to look at it for the amazing things that it is, you know? And when you're on substances, and when that's your only focus in life, you're letting the world pass you by, you know what I mean? And, you know, and I'm 45 years old now. Like I hate that I'm that old. I hate all the time that I missed with my family, with my children, you know, while I was out chasing substances, while I was out doing that. And I wish I could take that all back. But I am who I am today because of all that. And I realized that I had to go through everything the way that I did. But for anyone out there who's still using substances, who's still doing that, I mean, the time is now. Like, don't waste any more time. Like, I promise you, once you do change, and once you get to this point, you know, like where you are sober, almost a year sober and stuff, you're never going to regret changing. You know what I mean? The only thing you're ever going to regret is that you didn't do it sooner. So you might as well do it now, you know? And remember that every journey starts with one small step. You know what I mean? So just making that first step. For me, that first step was calling that rehab center and saying, okay, come pick me up. That was the first step, you know, to my new journey in my life. And I stuck with it. And I've done everything I've had to do to get to this point now where I can feel like this, you know? So that person reaching out to me today, it was amazing. Like the whole conversation, it was so incredible. Like I can't even describe it to you, and what that did for me and did for the strength that I have, and for me just knowing that I'm doing the right thing now. Like it helped me out so much, you know. And this is a person who's suffering, who's going through hard times and stuff, and they're just taking time to build me up. Like I find that so amazing that someone that's struggling and having a hard time, and that's looking for support, and that's looking for help, and that's looking, you know what I mean, like trying to find their way and stuff, that they're taking the time to want to build me up, you know, to want to say nice things to me, because that shows the kind of person that they are, you know. And that's something that I always try to do. So I admire that in someone very, very much. But yeah, so I went and looked at my new apartment today, and it's like 20 times the size of my apartment now, and it's just right down the street, and it's gonna be so easy to move to. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited to make my first video in the new apartment and show you guys what the new apartment looks like, you know. So not even a year, you know, into sobriety, I'm moving up in apartments, you know what I mean? And I'm moving, and I'm cemented in what I'm doing, you know what I mean? It feels amazing. I talked to my attorney today. The last set of charges I have down in Sloatsburg, Village of Sloatsburg, you know, Rockland County, down by the city. I had charges that I got down there. So last set of charges I have, and then I will have all my charges behind me, and then I can focus on just moving forward and never looking back, you know, and I can't wait for that. But the attorney called me today, and it was a very positive phone call and everything. So that went really, really good, you know, so I'm blessed for that. But just even him and how he talks to me, how the court clerk talks to me, just the relationship that I have with like these people, like with the receptionist at the Beacon Center, you know what I mean? Like she's amazing. Like she's so wonderful of a person. Like, but I enjoy talking to all these people now and stuff. And these are all things that I didn't didn't do, you know, when I'm using substances and stuff. I'm not looking for all these little interactions and stuff to mean something, whereas I do now, you know. And I always try to say nice things to everyone, everything I can say to offer someone, you know, something nice, you know what I mean? Because I appreciate everyone and for what they did, you know, like the lady down in Sloatsburg. Okay, the first day I got out of jail and I got brought all the way down there. When I got out of jail, troopers came pick me up. I had to ride in like 6 different trooper cars on the way down. 45 minutes, get dropped off. 45 minutes, get dropped off, and it was rough. It was a really, really rough ride. And I had to go sit down there overnight, and then I had to appear in court that next day. But when I got there, now I just got out of jail, serving the 83 days in jail, and my phone isn't working. I have no phone charger with me. And the lady, the clerk down there at the court, she had her son bring a charger to her so I could charge my phone. You know what I mean? So just her doing that, someone taking the time to do that and everything, that was such a nice big thing for me, you know, that she did that for me, and it made my day so much better, and gave me so much hope, you know what I mean, going forward. Whereas and she was just really, really nice and respectful to me. So today I sent her an email and I stated all that and what all that meant to me, you know what I mean? So taking the time to tell someone that, you know, I'm doing good, I'm being successful, you know what I mean, things are going very, very well for me, and part of that is owed to you, you know what I mean, as I owe that to you, because by you doing that for me, that started me out on the right path, and that was really, really nice, and it really meant a lot to me. So saying those things to someone, you know, showing people that when they do something nice, that it really means something, you know what I mean, that you recognize that and that it means something, and pointing that out to them. I think that that's a very, very, very key thing that you can do for people, to try to build them up, try to encourage them to do more nice things for more people, you know what I mean, by showing them that it means something to you. So these are little keys to like my success, you know, that's really